Ditch the fairy tale, princess. It's time to step outside the status quo and blaze your own trail. The path littered with setbacks, successes, and newfound passions. Why? Because when you break away from the script, you start to pursue a life by choice. One that is all yours. Live unscripted and rewrite your life.
Welcome back to Unscripted. Today's topic was something that I just have been feeling called to lean into. You know, I talk about it a lot on social media. I share a ton around growing your confidence. And through that, comes your ability to develop a deeper level of self-trust. Because I feel like when we have that certain level of self-trust, we just automatically gain more confidence. And so I did a little deep dive. I did a little research around kind of what it looks like to, fuck it. Let's just have a real unfiltered conversation, right? About personal growth and some self-improvement. I mean, today really, I just want to share some strategies for building more self-confidence in your life, because I know that if you can show up and have a more positive self-image, that you are without a doubt going to develop a deeper level of confidence. And so these are just my 6 tangible ways to create a more positive self-image, therefore cultivating that level of self-confidence, right? Okay, so the first one, you're going to hear me say this time and time again, practicing self-care. What does that look like? Taking time to exercise, eat healthy, right? Do the things you know you need to do, get enough rest. Number 2, surround yourself with positive people who have the ability to lift you up rather than point out failures or insecurities or flaws that you have keeping you playing small. Third one, focus in on your strengths. Focus on your strengths and your accomplishments rather than your flaws and your failures, because it is so easy to get bogged down on the things that aren't working or that feel like failures, right? But if you can really lean into the strengths that you have and pull strength from past accomplishments, it can help you stay in the positive. Fourth piece to cultivating self-confidence. Set realistic goals for yourself and then celebrate when you achieve them. I think we don't create enough space to give ourselves that level of achievement when we do actually, create the things we want in life. This one's one of my favorite. Number 5, dress in a way that makes you feel confident and more comfortable. This is one key piece I find brings me a really deep level of self-confidence. When I am showing up to something and I have put a lot of effort into how I look, it makes me feel like a fucking $1,000,000. And I know you know what I mean. But dressing in a way that also feels comfortable, but that you can feel confident, right? Number 6, practicing positive self-talk and maybe even doing some affirmations daily. But once you establish some of these positive self-image, self-confidence things, it feels like your confidence level will just start increasing naturally. You'll start to just naturally believe in yourself and your abilities a little bit more. And then here are just a few more tips that I've found that can help you gain more confidence. I think stepping outside of a comfort zone is always a good one. And for me, sometimes that looks like recently hiring a personal trainer, signing up for things that intimidate me, going to events alone, really spending more money than I've ever have on investing in myself at a new level, because I know it's going to put me in a room with other people playing at that same level. Second thing is really just embracing failure as a learning opportunity rather than a setback. I never truly believe we fail. I know that everything that's not exactly what I wanted it to be is packed with so many lessons. The third piece, take action despite your fear or doubt that you have around whatever it is. Taking inspired action, taking messy action really is one of those things that I think has gotten me out of my own way. And that's why I love to share and talk about my dreams. I know I've probably contradicted myself on these podcasts by telling you not to share your dreams with people, but be discerning who you share your shit with and what's on your heart. I've put myself in so many supportive female communities that never do I feel like I'm not supported and that I can't lean on other people when I have that fear and doubt creep in. That's why this podcast hopefully can help be that platform for you. That's why you see me showing up in different people's masterminds and putting myself in community so that when this fear and doubt comes, because it's going to come, it comes, it never goes away. Just so you know, every mentor I know that's at a different level, higher level than me, they have it too. But you need to be able to work through that despite that fear and doubt. The fourth piece, this is huge. And this is why I create the time in the morning to journal and really center my day around gratitude, is to practice gratitude and focus on the good things that you have in your life. It is so easy to want for the things you don't have or for the life you haven't created yet. But when you can find deep, true gratitude for where you're currently at, it will help you enjoy the journey. And that's the whole point. And then the last piece that I already kind of touched on, like, surround yourself with supportive people who encourage you to reach your goals. Earlier we talked about, not allowing people to come into your world and kind of put down the dreams that you have just because they can't see it. When you put yourself in rooms with other supportive people who really truly encourage you and see the light that you have and maybe even call out how you're playing small, man, that's a game changer. And just always remember that building self-confidence, it does require deep interpersonal work. It doesn't just get gifted to you. It's important to reflect on your values, your beliefs, and the experiences that may be holding you back. But don't forget, you have the power to do this work and reach the level of self-confidence that you desire. And to all my bold and courageous women out there willing to show up for their future selves, girl, I know you're cultivating self-confidence. I know that by doing this, it will help you bust through that glass ceiling of doubt. And it can help you achieve your goals and live this life that you truly deserve. Right now, I'm reading The Big Leap for like the fourth time by Gay Hendricks. And it talks so much about these glass ceilings and this upper limit that we create for ourselves based on our condition growing up, our experiences, what we've been told. And it's a really amazing book. I challenge you, if you're dealing with that, read that book. Keep listening to this podcast. Find supportive communities that will help lift you up and pour into you. And I want to leave you with this question. What would it mean to have a stronger relationship with confidence? I want you to really think about it. Maybe journal about it, and then maybe take some action towards making it a reality. I think the action piece for me is, getting into that community, asking for the support and help I need from different mentors, and doing the work, right? For me, that looks like getting up early, creating that me time, following through, doing the things I say I'm going to do that really don't affect anybody else. Sitting down to record these podcast episodes, being consistent with this podcast, reaching out to peers and mentors that I want to surround myself with, offering value to people in any way that I can in order to get into their world, even if I don't feel like I belong there yet. Every stretch that I push myself into creates a ripple effect and some next level opportunity that I didn't even know existed. And if you take anything away from this podcast episode today, it's that you truly have the ability to build a really strong sense of self through showing up and taking action. And I used to hate when my mom would say, "No one's coming to save you." And I'm like, "Oh, yes, they are. Someone's coming to save me. He's going to ride in on a white horse and it's going to be just like a Disney movie." Well, it never happened. And at the end of the day, the things we work for have so much more meaning. And I see you. I know you're on this journey of self-discovery, and sometimes our path to a strong sense of self-confidence can feel like, fuck, I don't know what I'm doing. I feel the furthest from confident right now. But if you can get rooted back to your vision, to your why, to a deeper sense of meaning around your life, I promise you'll start to be able to see the next step you need to take. And so with all of that, I'm here. You can always reach out. I love hearing from you about this podcast, how it's affected you. If you had any takeaways from these episodes, it just honestly means the world to me to be able to support you in whatever way I can. But confidence is like a muscle. You can work on it. You can grow with it. You can do all the things. It's going to be there for you. So just lean into it and accept that it's a journey and know that you're not doing it by yourself. You've got some help. You've got people who get it. And that you're loved and, all the good stuff. And sometimes, I feel like I don't want to let you go on these episodes because I want you to really sit in the juiciness of what it would feel like if you had the level of confidence it would take to do the things that you really want to do in this world. So I'll just leave you with that. I hope this quickie inspired you to take some action, ask for some help, get into the right communities, reach out because the world needs you. We need your light.
Which one of your girls needs to hear this one? Send this to someone who could use a smile, some encouragement, and a little love from this edgy podcast host. Much thanks and all the love.